Are you ready for your daily tarot reading with me, Hem, from Self Love Self Care System? I'm doing our tarot reading today from the top of that tarot deck. So, everyone, without further ado, firstly I want to say, how are we on Friday the 30th of May? How are we at the end of May? How has that happened? How has that even occurred? I am completely quizzical about that. So right, let's get our cards. Got an energy of the day card. How's it going for you, by the way? How has the month felt? Has it been a good month? Have you been able to work on your boundaries? I don't know if you know about this, but on my Facebook page, I always have a monthly target and something we work on. And so monthly target for this month was boundaries, getting your boundaries in place. So, and we've had a lot of that in the readings over the last few weeks as well. So we've got energy of the day card, problem if there is one, and solution angels. Is that correct? Yes. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, so, working on your boundaries. How's that been going? Have you been doing it? Did you even know you were meant to be doing it? I think I've been telling you. If not, tell me in the comments how you're going to start working on that and doing the work to shift your perspective and shift the way that you're allowing people to treat you or not treat you. Okay, ready for your energy of the day card? Two of Swords. Come on, angels. Why? Why have we got the Two of Swords? I want to know. Want to know. Tell me. That's weird. I don't normally have this, but they want me to read it out of the book for you today. That's a weird one. Doesn't normally happen. That's a new one on me, being asked to read it out the book, but I'm going to do it. If I'm asked, I will do things. It's not normal, but we will do what we're told. So something difficult or painful is being reconciled. These are the normal tarot meanings, okay? This isn't coming through the angels. If there is anything extra to bring in, I will bring it in, okay? But you need to be very careful. It says, however, in this context, it's very important to look carefully at the cards which follow, as there is a possibility the relationship will never be exactly the same as it was before the conflict or quarrel. Okay, so yeah, that's quite interesting. So a painful situation is going to be reconciled. Okay, I wonder why they wanted me to tell you that. So why, angels, did you want? Because I was about to talk about painful. Okay. Oh, because you needed the message that tells you that you need to pay attention to the next few cards. Okay, I get it. Thank you. Anything else you want to say, angels, with regard to this card? In your reconciliation, you need to come to a place where you recognise that this person or situation of experience, however it works out for you, the angels are saying is just a soul living their experience, and they are of light as well. It's just sometimes people make mistakes, and the angels are saying that's something they want you to understand. Okay, right. Problem if there is one, but it kind of links into this card because of what that message said. Strange, right? Yeah, because I don't normally read them out the book, so it's kind of weird. Five of Wands. Okay, so how is this playing into what we've got here, angels? Oh, I get it. Okay. So it's not a problem. It's linked to this and what we just said about this reconciliation, something sorting itself out. The angels are saying that this is a kind of you changing the way that you communicate now with this person. And actually, the real teaching that comes out of what's occurred here. Remember, this is quite a specific reading today. Yeah, so it won't resonate with everybody, but you might find something in it that gives you some purpose to understand, okay? That's what they're saying. So yeah, this is about you changing the way that you approach, the way you talk to people. It's about changing the way you receive people. And it's about recognizing that people don't always stay the same. People change. It's quite an interesting one because someone said to me something a while back, and it was about something. I'd asked for something and they said, oh no, because I'm not doing this with you because you act like this all the time. You can be just like this. But it didn't allow for the fact that I can be different to that as well. I've changed, I've softened, I'm different. But you're labeling me with an old label, and this is about you alchemizing and transforming a way of looking at people, situations, things in a different way, and recognizing that people are allowed to change, People are allowed to have an opinion about things. People are allowed to say what they feel. And somewhere along the lines here, maybe you got into a little bit of a pattern. And this isn't to be harsh or mean to you. And it's everyone does it. I do it as well, okay? But got into a little bit of a pattern of expecting people to behave the same way. People do make mistakes. They do awful things. They say things they shouldn't. Maybe when they were younger, they were judgmental. I was in my 20s. And, you know, to be held to that bar when you get older and they're not necessarily older, but even when you've shifted and moved, to be held to an old bar, that's not okay. And that also makes the person holding someone to that bar that they've moved around and gone past, and then telling them that they're like that, that's also insignificant and incorrect as well. So the angels are saying this is about you moving through reconciliation by understanding you also need to shift the way that you see things. There's a sense of transmutation, removing things from the way they once were and moving them into a new shifted balance, because the angels are saying that you, in this reconciliation or in this change of perception of the way you're treating people and others, because it doesn't necessarily have to be that, because everyone's going to resonate differently with the reading because it's global, okay? So that's kind of what they're saying. But it is interesting because it actually said in the book, it said pay attention to the rest of the cards, right? So my lovely dear ones, if you want to understand more about this, do subscribe, because you're going to get a real experience as you move forward, because the angels will bring more as we move forward with this, right? And also, I'd love a thumbs up if you're willing to give me one. I'd love one. And I thank you in advance for it, my darlings. Right, so let's see this card's gorgeous. Absolutely lovely, and it really does work with the first card and how it's trajectorying along. It's not a solution because we didn't have a problem, so it's the card that goes with this one. So it's the Seven of Cups. What is it saying to me? It's telling me that you are understanding how to make this reconciliation a real reconciliation. It's about you being more spiritual about the way that you approach a relationship from this point forward. There is something very key here. If we use the old ways of looking at things and keep doing it, we're going to get the same results over and over and over again. And that becomes almost systemic. We become complicit. We become complicit in making things harder on ourselves. This card is telling you the relationship has to be able to shift. You need to allow it to shift. You need to allow it to grow bigger, because you've allowed people to grow as well. Often what happens in life is when we're around people, you know, when you're trying to shift and change your vibration, you guys will understand this because you're all spiritual beings moving and shifting and changing. You'll understand this. Example, you know, when you're trying to shift and people don't like it and they say to you, oh, but that won't work, or oh, you shouldn't do that, and they try and crush your dreams, your desires, and where you're going. To some degree, you've been doing that also without really realizing it. So the angels are telling me to say, maybe look at this in a different way. Maybe bring your spiritual hat into this equation and say, I put my spiritual cloak on, I put my spiritual cap on, and I'm going to look at this a bit differently so that we don't make the same mistakes again. And so I don't make, not me specifically, but you guys, you know, we don't make the same mistakes again. We do this from a space of love as opposed to a space of maybe judgment that lacks a sense of grace. So there you go, my lovelies. That is your reading for this Friday, the 30th of May. Namaste, everyone. Have a gorgeous day. Do check out the videos if you're interested. I'm not sure if there'll be an offering tomorrow because I know you will have had on Monday the new moon report. If I've done it, if I haven't done it, then maybe we'll get an offering tomorrow. See how it goes. You never know. It may be a little bit of a surprise. We'll see what happens. Sending you all so much love. Take care, and I'll see you soon on Monday if it's not tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Bye.